Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford, Paddock. I am Adam Mckola. I am outside Old Trafford. Manchester United 2, Brentford 2. We've seen some absolute worldies here at Old Trafford today. Some absolute worldies. Andreas Pereira, the pre-season Pirlo, banging in a goal that I thought was going to be the winner. It deserved to be the winner. It was Scholes-esque. I was in Villa Park. At the away end, I was at Villa Park in the away end rather, let me speak English, when Paul Scholes twatted that ball in the back of the net. And I've got to say, this was almost identical. Now obviously, we won't remember it as long. We won't write it into Manchester United folklore. It won't go down as one of our greatest ever goals because it's in a pre-season friendly against Brentford and it's Andreas Pereira. But what a fucking goal that was. Anthony Elanga did the same as well in the first half. A cheeky little volley, reminiscent of one that I think Mason Greenwood scored last season against West Ham, although I may be wrong on that one because I get all my goals mixed up. But Elanga's goal today was fantastic. And you're looking at a player there that has gone into the pre-season, realising that he now has to make the jump up from academy football to first team football. What did he do? He spent the whole summer getting hench. He spent the whole summer working on his physique, his fitness, his agility, all this and that, so he can get back and get ready for first team football. Now you speak to people who watch the academy more than I do, like David Pritt and all the other lads, and they say this kid could be ready for the first team this season and he could be a big part of the squad. So when you're looking at that, you're thinking, Manchester United, we have another one. We had Marcus Rashford coming through the ranks, Mason Greenwood, and now potentially someone like Anthony Elanga coming through. Now he could need to go out on loan. He might get to stay at Old Trafford, who knows? But the boy is looking like great potential. And you add that to the likes of Hannibal Mejbri that are at the club. The future is bright for Manchester United. Very, very bright. But the future and the present, is looking good too. Because when you hear of us signing the likes of Sancho, signing the likes of Varane, it's no wonder this place is feeling a lot happier around the stadium. There's no wonder you're hearing more people saying that 21 could potentially be coming, because we're building a squad and we're having a summer that is more like Manchester United. Now we need to keep that going. We need to make sure that we can bring more signings in and we get those midfield signings. I think it was Alex Bagley earlier who on his fan cam, a few of them said the same. We need to get that midfield sorted in this summer, because if you get that number 6, our squad is up there with some of the best in the Premier League for sure. But we need to get that number 6 because McFred isn't good enough. Andreas Pereira, he's amazing in pre-season, but he's not going to be cutting it in the Premier League campaign. Nemanja Matic, today, I know he's unfit, but he was getting caught out a few times, jumping into silly tackles. His best days are behind him. Do you know what I mean? We need a number 6 in that position to make it their own. If we get that and a few other additions to the squad, we are ready to go, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won't have any excuses next season. But we need to sort that out. And also, while the fans are in there watching the game, you got Raphael Varane and Paul Pogba on FaceTime to each other. Could he potentially sign a new deal? Because if he does, this could be an absolutely fantastic summer for Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But like I said, we can't get complacent, because it'd be just like Manchester United to sign Sancho, to sign Varane, take 2 steps forward and then takes 3 steps back when we sell Pogba and don't replace him. So we need to make sure we end this summer as well as we've started it. Now the result here today doesn't really matter, does it? The results in pre-season never matter. I remember under Van Gaal, we battered everyone, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, and then what happens is we go and lose our first game in the season. So it's all about fitness. But one thing that I do have in my mind is we need to get everybody back. We need to get the minutes under the belt before that first game against Leeds, because Leeds under Bielsa are a fantastically fit side. They will be training hard in this summer, in this pre-season, getting ready for that. And most of their first team players will be back, because most of their first team players weren't at the Euros, weren't at the Copa America. So most of their first teamers will have a full pre-season behind them. So United need to get those boys back in training. It's great to see Bruno back, and the rest of the lads will be joining up next week. I think there was a good point on Luke Shaw. He's potentially got a rib injury. Brandon Williams is looking shaky. Alex Telles is out. We could have a problem at left back at the start of the season, so we need to sort that out as well. But getting the fitness into those legs of the first teamers is the main thing, because we need to hit the ground running on August the 14th against Leeds, is it? Because they will come here to Old Trafford looking to cause an upset. And whilst these pre-season results don't matter, the Premier League results do. So we need to be ready for that. But overall, can't complain here at Old Trafford. We got to see some absolutely world-class goals. Loads of people here as well for their first games. You hear about people bringing their kids for their first games. And they got to see Andreas Pereira score a goal like Paul Scholes. Can you imagine your first game ever at Old Trafford and you see Pereira do that? You'd be thinking, fucking hell, did I just see the greatest player in the world? Anyway, guys, make sure you're keeping it like, comment, share, subscribe. We're out of here.